Once your compassion is growing, your intuition is growing. So you're in a good job. Your profession is good. As a nurse, you have to practice compassion. Yes, intuition, you can see both ways. Your compassion is growing, your intuition is growing, your awareness is growing. What is intuition? Awareness. No, paranormal thing is those are instincts. If you want to know when the earthquake will happen, you just go inside and activate some memories when you were a cat or you were a dog. Because dogs and cats, they can feel earthquake. So those are animalistic instinct. So paranormal activities are on that level. It's not intuition. That's why paranormal people, they are so confused. Why they are smoking the whole time? Because they're confused. Intuition is something like awareness that you know that this is going to be bad. Like, I was in 1990s, early 90s. I was at Dharamsala in Dalai Lama's place, and then I came to know that he had banned all plastic there in 1990. Nobody was talking about climate change, global warming. That became a big story after Al Gore, after his movie Inconvenient Truth, But nobody in public was speaking about global warming and climate change. But Dalai Lama, from 1980s, he had already banned plastic bags. Of course, people were still using, but many people in Dharamsala in 1990, 94, 95, I think, they were already not using plastic bags at all. And we are still using it. So he could see that this plastic bag is going to do damage. So, and then plastic bags, not only me. Okay, I have a plastic bag, I can always burn it or something, and forget about it. But he could think about the impact of plastic bags on the Himalayas. They are living in the Himalayas, high in the Himalayas. What will be the impact? You just throw plastic like that, it takes 500 years to disintegrate, to decompose. You can see a lot of things which are happening in this world which are not right. Compassion is a process where you drop this definition of love that I must get love, I must be loved, I must be paid attention to. What are these New Age books and Law of Attraction books are doing? They are only drawing things to myself, This is love, this is passion about me. So once you go from there, from love to compassion, from passion to love, love to compassion, this is an ongoing process. And then while this process going on, Patanjali says samadhi will happen. You'll attend to samadhi. And then Ananda also is not something that is happening like, I give you a piece of cake. No. Ananda is an attitude. It is happening at the same time. Like why when we are breathing, I always tell you that while filling your stomach, at the same time you expand it, and at the same time you are chanting Om, at the same time. So this is something like that. Growing in compassion, developing compassion, enlightenment happening, and Ananda being experienced. You cannot. Like a pregnant woman, you cannot stop this woman from giving birth. What are we doing now here? This is part of the same game. Why should we have this ashram in Ubud? We were having a Kuta center. We were happy in Kuta center. Things were happening. But then I came to Ubud few times and I saw Ubud need us. A lot of people coming here, they go for yoga, they go for meditation, and that's all. If there was a yoga center here in Ubud, I would have never thought of having this place. I'm a lazy man. I like to stay in one place. I don't like to move around like this, I would love to stay in one place. I would love to love to stay in our one earth retreat in Jakarta. And I told them when we were building it, I even told them, look, this place is going to be my samadhi. When I die, put my ashes there, I decided on all that. I wanted to stay there. And then I started coming to. We didn't have money at that time. I started coming to. And I saw that something is going wrong seriously. So we had the first center there, and then I started coming to Ubud, and I saw that Ubud needed us before the first IBMF. Around 2007, I started coming to Ubud, and I saw this is wrong. And then I thought, can I change? No, I cannot change. People are coming here, pay money, $2,000, $1,000, and get a certification, and they want to do yoga as a profession. I cannot stop that. But I was just hoping, out of so many people coming to Ubud, there must be some genuine seekers. And these genuine seekers, they should have a place. And that was the reason why we have this place. Now this is your responsibility. Those, our guests who are coming here, they should know what is this place. If they are missing on these meetings, then let me tell you, I feel burdened. That means they are coming here and paying us money only. They are not getting the benefit. They are staying in the room, they are getting the food, but I feel bad because they are not getting the benefit that I would like to share with them. They can stay here for 3 days, but 3 days they must get full benefit of this place. And then they can go around, they can go anywhere. Let me tell you, 3 days, give me 3 days of your life, and at the time of your death, these 3 days will help you. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. At the time of your death, you'll know whatever we have been doing, wandering, yoga certifications, all that, my God, nothing is helping me. Those 3 days are helping me now to pass on. The mind, when we die, I think we mentioned this in Gita also. When we die, the mind is so, like the movie you saw, Defending Your Life, The mind is very much confused. It has lived, it has worked with this body for 50 years, 60 years, 70 years. The mind is so confused. It is like stressed, It's like trauma, not stress. The word is traumatic. The mind is traumatic. Unless, of course, we have meditated enough, we know about Purusha and all this thing. But otherwise, most of the time, our mind is in a huge trauma. So this mind energy is like sucked, suctioned by the moon, by this physical moon. It goes there and it gets some kind of treatment. That moon is made for treatment. That moon is our hospital. So it is getting treated, all the trauma is gone, and then it comes back again, and then it takes another body. What happens is during a death caused by accident, this traumatic mind has no chance to go to the moon. It's so much traumatized that it takes another body almost immediately with all kind of traumas. And this is happening to many of us now. But coming back to your question, yes, controlled by the moon in that, because of that very purpose, which is in line what Gita says. It is not really controlled, but it is kind of getting filtered, some kind of filtering in the moon. And this is happening every time. Every time. That's why when somebody is insane, the mentally, people, the hospital, they become more mental, they become more insane during the full moon. So if we can enhance this connectivity we can enhance our connectivity, the mind with the moon. We can keep filtering our mind from time to time. That's why we have this full moon celebration here. We can keep filtering the mind from time to time. So when we die, the trauma is not heavy. It's only little trauma, you go there, come back, In that sense, so they are not actually different, but they are talking about two different themes. They are two different themes. What Bhagavad Gita is speaking about is our daily life. Right now, our mind is going wayward because our senses are out of control and all that. So, Patanjali is saying about something higher than what Gita was talking at that point. Yes, 30 people is the minimum that we need to make a station. Once these 30 people, they make a station, then there'll be a group of 30 people somewhere near Ubud in the radius of about 6 kilometers, not too far first. In the radius of 6 kilometers first, there will be 30 people who are not there, but who will get a push, who will get a boost of energy by these 30 people, automatically. And then it goes on and on and on. It is simple mathematics. Why do you think I am so desperate? The mathematics is so simple. To make it happen. We don't want to create, this place is not made for 2,000 people. We don't want people to come, all the people coming here, no. We want people to feel the energy and they create their own group somewhere. But the most important is 30 people here. The problem is like this. Habits, everybody is suffering from habits, not just the. But when these habits are related, are intertwined with religion, then it becomes a big problem. Because religion is something in these countries, maybe not in the West, definitely not in the. In China, of course, religion also. The name of the religion is communism. It is ism also. So any ism, whether it is communism, it is religion, any ism, anything, or materialism in the West, any ism is same. When habits are formed, are intertwining with these isms, then they become your conditions, samskars and vikars, and it becomes very difficult. If this is a habit of drinking tea, we can drop this tea. But if somebody has been telling me from the day when I am born, this tea can take you to God. By drinking this tea, you'll go to God. Then it becomes a very dangerous thing. How will I drop this? I can drop a gun, I can drop a sword. But if I've been conditioned to believe that this sword, if I use it to kill you, I go to God, then I have a big problem.